there are such amazing groups, like the I'm a Creator Club is there. We have the True Alignment with Tina. You know, you have Dr. Jill. She has a fantastic following called Everything is Right About You. I love that room. I love that room. And then there's like the Miracle Mondays, which is, Miracle Morning, sorry, which is like another room where they set intentions and they help people to grow themselves spiritually as well as, personally. And so they are really amazing rooms.
Happy to have you here today to talk about Toral. Forgive me, I know I said Tink first, forgive me. Toral Masters is our special guest for today. She is amazing warrior of the light, helping everyone to uplift their mentality and also bringing in a lot of beautiful conscious content for all entrepreneurs, conscious entrepreneurs out there. And changing the game. She is changing the game. And thank you for being here with us. Feminine Flame is setting it off again. Episode number 12.
Thank you so much. You see, we are a reflection of one another. So changing the game means we're all changing it together. So thank you so much for all the energies you guys put out there. It's inspiring. And it allows everybody else also to keep continuing with what they doing. So yeah, keep going, Angel. You're amazing.
I love you.
Jenna, you are awesome. And Jessie, I love you.
Just like, right. And Pink, you are rocking the shirt. I love it. Love
you.
Rocking.
We love Baby Yoda. What? How you gonna walk up? When you were walking back from the when you had your team out, I had to compose myself because I was
me too. That's why I saw the jeans.
I was like, Star Wars, guys.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay, we might be changing the topic. You don't just walk up with Yoda on, and then we're supposed to be talking about Clubhouse. We're about to talk about Star Wars, but okay, we'll calm down. Right.
We had to geek out.
We're gonna geek out
on Clubhouse too.
Yeah, we're gonna geek out for a little bit. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Clubhouse fits with Star Wars because it's all new, it's brand new, it's like a baby Yoda. We need to just cherish it for what it is.
It is smart like Baby Yoda. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Helping people to change and uplift and grow and just become powerhouses in business. Our platform today, talking about Clubhouse, that's an amazing platform. From what I have seen and have now learned about Clubhouse, I just joined everyone, just joined us. So happy that I did. Oh my goodness. I did not know that it was the powerhouse that it is, the powerhouse that it is and what it actually represents and presents to conscious entrepreneurs out there. I mean, people are soaring on this platform, getting their message out and in their own way, own specific way. I love it. How everyone's unique message, this platform is there for them to just shine, to get it out. And then it resonates with so many other people. They're actually gaining not only their audience, but who belongs with them to share their particular message. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
I'm so happy. I just joined. When did I join? Tink?
Tuesday,
like
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wait, it's funny. Wait, she said, Tink, when did I join again? Let me know. She don't even know.
No, it's because with Tink,
it.
she just helped me do it. I think it was Sunday. Yeah.
Yes, Sunday. Actually, it is
Sunday. And I had my first experience on Tuesday, this past Tuesday. Awesome and amazing, everyone. Awesome and amazing. I'm just sitting there like, oh my goodness, how did I know? But everything in divine timing. And today you all are going to find this out. Everyone is going to share the information, but starting with our special guest, enlighten us. Yeah, you are always.
Yes, you are. Come on, babes.
I love a special guest, but I want to say, well, welcome to the wormhole of social media.
I love it.
The vortex of social media.
I love that, Diana.
Sucking you in with love, pulling you in
Right,
with love.
right. The
Woo-hoo.
spiral, girl.
Yes.
Yep.
And you know, the beauty part about social media from this perspective is so much more fun. And plus, you know, you're getting to meet so many more people. So you could be, there's two perspectives to social media. And social media, I'm just giving a general overview, and then we'll go into Clubhouse together. But I think social media in itself, when I looked at it per se, I was like, hell no, you're not getting me on those things.
He was like,
Excuse, yeah,
This was
excuse
you.
the language, but yes.
Wait. She's all smudging sage on social media.
Exactly.
Lighten up the palmino.
Light the candle, put the
Right.
incense. We're not going there.
Get my crystals.
Right.
Exactly. So yeah, like, you know, I think even my family were like, wow, what is going on here? My mom was like, are you sure you're doing the right thing? It's interesting actually.
Wow.
But you know, I come from a very conservative background, and I think I've said this many times before. And when I spoke about social media 2 years ago, which was in 2017, and I was really keen to find out about it more, delve deeper into it. And I even said to my niece at, you know, at that time, I said, you know, why don't you just help me to figure out this thing? And she's like, you know, she calls me Foy. She calls me Foy as aunt. And she said, Foyba, you get this. It's easy. I said, okay. And then when I got into it a little bit more, I was like, no, man, this is just crazy. I'm just here on this phone. I'm scrolling. You know, what am I doing here? You know, so I dropped the idea, and I said, no, I'm not going to. This is not something for me. But COVID came, and I was like, okay, I have nothing to do with my time. So why don't I make it constructive and do something that maybe will be beneficial for my business as well? And so that's how I delved deeper into online business, understanding social media, and getting to know, you know, getting to sort of embrace it for what it is. And so you could really get lost into a spiral, as Diana was saying, and lost in a sense that you could be involved in social media constantly, you know, and find that you don't really appreciate it or get overwhelmed by it. But there's another aspect to social media which I've come to love and cherish, and that is this aspect of being able to share your message, being able to touch other people, and to initially, when you're going on it, you're like, okay, this is not something, you know, you resistant because there's doubt in you. You don't know exactly what you're doing. There's so much of variables. But as you continue on the process and you get that message that says, oh, wow, thank you so much for that share or that message that I heard you say today. I'm so grateful for it. I really needed to hear that today. And that's the moment when you sit down, you grab your cup of tea and you say, okay, so this is what it's all about. And so Clubhouse is very much the same, you know, Clubhouse. And in fact, Clubhouse has changed the game of social media in a way that it's creating such great connectivity and personal interaction, because you are now chatting to people live in a platform and getting to know them better through these conversations that are happening on Clubhouse. Now, if you are new to Clubhouse, it really can be overwhelming because you don't know where to go. What are the places that you'd like to, you know, or rooms that you'd like to be in? So Clubhouse it's like an events hall. And if you look at it, you walking into an events hall, you have all these different rooms that are open. And in each of these rooms, you have great influencers that are there sharing their knowledge, sharing their perspective on business or spirituality or whatever it is on personal growth. There are interesting conversations about what's happening in the world out there. So this is the reason why I enjoy Clubhouse. There is certain security measures that you do need to take into consideration, because that is something that comes with every technology, every aspect of technology, every aspect of social media. And I think that we all in this space sort of agree or are able to align with it, because we have been in this environment for some time. And so, you know, Facebook right now, we are streaming from Zoom onto Facebook. So, you know, having these programs or softwares to allow us to be present and to be here to share our knowledge and also to be able to help people. That's what we look at these social media platforms for. So that's the thing that I'm truly enjoying about, you know, being here. So that's just a little bit about what I thought I'll start out with. But, you know, you guys let me know, how was your experience, especially like, you know, since you guys were there and Deanna was there as well, but she was streaming from Facebook and being on Clubhouse, but, you know, sharing in that experience. So yeah, you guys can let me know and we can take this conversation further. I don't want to be chatting alone here.
Oh no, you are a guest speaker. We're here to hear your wisdom and just chime in. I love the connectivity, I have to say. I love the connectivity. And the first time I came on, Tink was like, breathe. It was a new wave that I was diving into. She was like, breathe, breathe. And just to come in to any community, I'm happy that you brought up the security part. You know, connect to your intuition. Be always with everything. Be careful. We're here by being careful. All right. And you just know that whenever coming in something new, read about it. Educate yourself. And if you know someone, like here, we're introducing you to one of the masters, speak to them, connect to them, speak to them about it. You know, that's what I did. I was tapping everybody. All right, what about this? And then where do you go here? And how far does the rabbit hole go?
It's big.
It's huge.
It's huge. It's huge. It's how many they're predicting right now, Tink, that there's on the app? The last time we were on, it was like millions of people.
Wow.
It's millions of people because it started with iPhone first, and then it was just iPhone users.
All right. That's
and
why
then
I
only by invite only. So only if you knew somebody that knew somebody, you were able to get in.
Wow.
And now it's to the public, but when I first started, it was very private, just to the iPhone users. A big strategy there, huh? But you know that. I wanted to say that Christine is very excited. Shout out to Christine for watching. Shout out for everybody else that's watching. She's very excited to come on board and, you know, doing the onboarding pass to Clubhouse and to really dive deep so that you can strive better, you know, like, and that's the thing. When we started, you know, Tink and I, you know, I was into Tink's right here, like, where you going? Okay, I'm going here. Okay, I'm going here. And we kind of did it together. And it was amazing because we had each other. And that's one of the things that, you know, we're providing here. If you're not on Clubhouse and you want to get on Clubhouse, you can come onto our tribe and you can become part of our tribe. We have 2 different clubs. We have the Universal Portal Club, which is all spirituality stuff. And that's the day that we speak about woo-woo-ness all day long. Like we get in there, whatever. Wow. It's unlimited talking there. There's no limitations of what we can talk on that room. And then on Saturdays, we do Tink's room. And it's just like a mellow conversation about entrepreneurship. What do you do? How to, stuff like that, which is beautiful because so many different people. We have met so many different people that sometimes I even have people sending me message on my social media. Remember when you did this healing for me? Or remember when you had this room? Or remember when you guys were talking about this? And it's still amazing. And we have taken it like one person at a time. If we can help one person at a time while we are in that room, it doesn't matter if we have 20, 100 people, but if we touch one live that day, that's enough for us, you know, like one, it starts with one. And of course, if many, many, many more come, we're amazingly and we want it, but you know, that was always the goal.
Awesome. Dee,
Dee,
you have
back
something
at
you want
you.
to share? Right back at you, girl.
I feel like I'm the shy one today. Oh my gosh. I'm the
Oh,
shy
wow. No.
Okay. So Tinko said a couple of things. One thing that you said that just really stood out to me, and actually Christine asked about it in the messages. Hey, Christine, I see you. So she said, because Tink, you were talking about how we are basically programmed to hustle too, you know, and especially with the social media thing and being consciouspreneurs, or mompreneur, or whichever one that you are that resonates with you, we get to hustling, and in hustling sometimes can become a bad word, meaning that you don't have balance. So Tink, how would you share with our audience the best way to hustle with social media and being a entrepreneur and still staying balanced?
Yeah, a very, very incredible point there. And I think that this is something that a lot of people on social media battle with, especially when they start out in social media. They want to dive deep, and that's great, you know, great that you want to do that, because maybe you want to take your message out to many people. But what I find is great is to see what works for you. What works for you first, okay? Because then when that starts creating a momentum in your understanding of the platforms, perhaps it also creates the kind of connections that you need in order to grow on the platforms. Then that's when you will be able to then do more on those platforms, because sometimes we can get a bit carried away. You know, we get a bit excited about certain things and we want to create so much of momentum, but then we burn ourselves out, and then we're not able to give anymore, or we're not able to give ourselves give attention to what actually we need to do in order to drive. Remember, guys, and you know, let's just be honest and very open here. Social media is not only just about also just standing there and giving your you know, your value. That is the greatest part about it, but there's also a business aspect to this. So you do need to create an understanding of how to bring the balance between the business and, you know, and what is it that you want to show up for. And then know that not every aspect of it you are able to control. So, you know, you are one person, right? So don't put so much of pressure on yourself to say, I need to do this one and that one and that one, this TikTok, this Twitter, this Instagram, this YouTube, you know, like we want to do everything. But the thing is, know where your momentum is at the moment. You know, continue in that process, build it up to such an extent that you can, when you start moving into another platform, you are sure to be able to build that platform faster, because you already have a conscious following. Because you could have a following, that's fantastic, or you could have a conscious following, and you know that when you create that kind of following, they are going to always join you wherever you are. And that's my, you know, that's my take on it, because a lot of people are out there, I want so many people, I just want a following, I just want so many people to follow us. No, you need to know, have a vision, get clear on what is your vision and who are the people that you'd like to have, who you'd like to be in front of. And that's the thing that you must start creating for yourself. I think that that's the best way to do it, because yes, okay, I agree that you need to, you need to create a business aspect about this, because one thing that we conscious creators are, we so heartful. We come from a heart space. We come from a space of, of soul, and we want to give all of ourselves, okay? But we also have to understand that we can't just keep giving and not having anything in exchange for it, because as you say, there's an energy exchange with everything. So then, as Diana says, there's no balance. Then you have to create that balance. So how do you create that balance? It's like understanding that you need to create an alignment with people. There are so many people that have really blown social media out of the park, and that's because they created an alignment with people, right? Sometimes there was an investment involved, and so you may have to invest in that way for yourself, and then you create that alignment so that you can move forward and faster as well in your progress of your business strategies as well. And that way you're not feeling overwhelmed. You're not feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm spending all this time and I don't feel, because as we all know, time is our most valued. And that's why, Diana, you bring this subject up, because you understand the value of your time now.
Yes.
And
yes.
that's
Awesome.
we are getting to understand better and better as conscious creators, is that time is our most valuable. So how about let's connect with one another. Let's see who has the strengths and skills to come together so that we all get the benefit. It's a win-win situation for everybody. And we all feel like we're all giving value as well to other people. There's no such thing as, oh, she's better than me. No, it's nothing like that. It's all about how we can come together and bring our skills, our strengths, and bring all that together and then make something huge out of it, where people will go, but I see you everywhere on social media. But that's not because you have to pitch up everywhere and every time and spend all your time on social media. It's because you have a strategy behind it. And so that's what needs to be implemented. Yeah. I hope
that was amazing, Tink. That's amazing. And also what I heard from you, because in having that strategy and coming from your heart and knowing that you have to have an energy exchange, you're able to not only balance your business, but your life.
Yeah.
Because, we are social creatures. We're moms and sisters and aunts and daughters and wives, partners. We're all of that, so we can't just, and that's what I was meaning, like the complete balance, because I've seen some people that are consciouspreneurs and they are burning the candle from both ends.
Wow.
And and I've been guilty of it, to where I have been so involved in things sometimes that I forgot to eat. I wasn't sleeping well. I wasn't drinking my water. And then it's like, okay, really, that's not right. So you need that balance. You need balance throughout your whole everything, your whole world, not just your business. You need to learn how to balance your business with your family life at home. When you go out to eat, or when are you going to clean the house? I mean, you know what I mean? I was looking the other day, I'm like, I haven't washed clothes in probably 2 weeks. Oh my gosh, what's going on, Dig? Balance. Yeah. So that's what we have to learn too, as consciouspreneurs, entrepreneurs, mompreneurs.
I love that.
Everything.
Yes.
That connection. It's the connection.
It's
we have to remember that each thing that we set out to do, every leg of it, it's an extension of ourselves, and it needs the proper attention. The same way that we take care of ourselves, no matter what it is, it's a part of ourselves, it's part of the whole. And when we set out to do something, when you set your intentions, and then because then it takes action on your intention, it'll flow in the direction that it's supposed to, that it needs to, and just witness it. witness it, and then stay true. Everyone has to remember their barometer. All right, because it's a flow energy exchange. You know when your energy in a day is at 80% and then 50%. You'll do something like eat, drink your water, go back up 5 or 10. You have to pay attention to yourself. It's always attention to yourself. It's nothing that you do is you are ever absent from.
Yeah.
So when you stay honest and honed in on that with yourself, then everything else will flow correctly. So it's that intent. Tink, when I was hearing you speaking, and also Deanna, it had me connect to why my Facebook followers, I had almost 5,000 people.
Yeah, you have.
And wait, but then what I just saw recently, I went to I wasn't checking the numbers. Someone asked me how many, that's what it was. And I had to go see the number, and I saw the numbers went down about 500. I was like, whoa. Then I went like, all right. I witnessed it. It's like, good. Because the intentions that I set, and your intentions is in action. So everyone's seeing my love in action, my intentions in action, seeing everything in action. So that 500 that twiddled away was the people that weren't supposed to be there.
Exactly.
So you get to see that, conscious connection. You get to see your conscious subscription. It's not just, I want people. You will get, I want people. You just say, I want people. And you'll have a smorgasbord of different people that you'll find out later, oh, how they get in there.
Yeah.
Your intention. So I told people what I set for with the consciousness and uplifting and upliftment. And next thing I knew, when I saw that 500 go, I was like, absolutely, thank you. Thank you. I witnessed the change. And now my Facebook is turning into the intentions that I'm setting. You know, so we are. So I just want to add that one in.
I love that.
Tink?
Guys, I really apologize for stepping in and out. Mama Ingrid called me, and I have to get my phone because she never calls me. So I was like, oh. Everything is good. I told her we'll talk after. I'm on the live with you guys, but I know you guys had it because you guys are amazing and rocking it.
We family. We
got you.
And that's the thing. Like there's a connectivity and there's a alignment here. So we all hold space for one another. So like there's no resistance in the communication. So like if Jessie has to move and get to attend to something, she knows that the show is still going on. There's always something. If you are feeling like, oh, now what do we do? And you say, oh, well, let's just hang out, the 4 of us or 3 of us or whatever it is. There's still something that's being able to be put forward that is valuable and is still continuing. And then that relieves everybody to feel like, okay, I can also take a little bit of a breather, and then I'm ready to go again. Do you see what I mean? Like that's the great thing. And like Deanna was sharing earlier, like how do you, there's a balance, you have a balance, and this is so strange, not strange, everything is not, there's no coincidences. So,
right.
Yesterday I was sharing this with my friend, and actually she's also a very, very good friend, but actually she's also a lovely coach. And she's been guiding me through a process of doing mind mapping again. And she's like, what, you need to always, what she brought to my attention is that although we understand where we are in a process, but every time, as we know, change is a constant. Change is always a constant. So we need to also understand that through the change, we have to also come to a point to say, okay, where are we now? And then start creating a map of what's the next step of our journey. And so sometimes it may be that you have to take withdraw yourself to say, okay, you know what, I just need some time to just gather myself again, because that is also telling your spirit that you are okay with what's happening, that you're not fighting everything that's happening. Because remember with business, yes, there is a hustle aspect. Let's not be blind towards it. There is a hustle aspect, okay? Because without hustling, we won't be able to do more as we need in our business and grow our business, right? So we need to be attentive of it. Like Deanna said, okay, there was a point that I was not paying attention to myself. I was not having my water, blah, blah, blah. But in that time, she was hustling because she knew that this was something that was going to serve her. And that was going to create another space that was going to allow her to step into a different environment. And now she's maybe able to see that, you know what, I need balance now. Because this is the time where she's able to bring in some sort of more balance in her life. But in business, guys, this is something that whoever is wanting to step into a business environment, please understand something. There are some times that you're going to have to forsake something in your journey in order to create your business. So maybe you're not going to be able to take your children on that fantastic holiday, right? That you really want to do. And that's okay. You're going to have those conversations with your family to say, hey, hang on, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm creating. And so that you don't feel overwhelmed by the fact that, you know what, I need to do this and that, and no, I feel bad. No, you don't feel bad because you know what is the journey that you're trying to create for yourself, and be appreciative of the fact that sometimes the universe gives you certain kinds of spaces and places to be at so that you can maybe have the right kind of resources to make that process better and I can't say easier, but with ease. I can't say easier, but with ease. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing that we're looking for. We want to have something, but it doesn't need to feel like we, having to pull too much. It needs to be with flow and ease. And that's the thing that when we start creating conscious environments around us, then the conscious people that we want to align will also come into our life, right?
Right.
And then, when you start doing that, you also start seeing, like I was chatting with Jessie, is what is it that people want instead of what is it that people need? Because that's one of the biggest things in business. What is it people want, okay? Because sometimes we think, we're standing here, we're giving everything that people need, but then they're not really wanting that right now. So from that perspective, how are you going to still stay in your authentic self, give people what they want, and then when they come in to understanding who you are, having that trust factor, knowing that they can work with you, then what is it that you can give that they need? And that's what we have to start sort of developing, that overall aspect of understanding social media, business, and how we then show up in that aspect of how we're going to do things. Like Jessie mentioned earlier, she and I were together in the initial aspects of Clubhouse, and that was really fantastic. So when you start aligning with certain people, you'll see that you get noticed also. You get your visibility, because social media also is about visibility. So now I'm talking from a business aspect.
It's perspective.
It is about visibility. If you want to share your message, Angela, you want to reach millions of people, you need visibility, right? So then you need to start understanding how to make that visibility happen for you. If you are one person just walking around in Clubhouse, then you need to make sure that you are still able to have the communication skills, the skills to be able to connect with people, so that way also you're creating a visibility. So there are various ways of doing so, but if you are an introvert and you feel like, how am I going to do this? This is not something I'm really out of my comfort zone. Then create that kind of connection with people where you say, okay, you know what, I'm okay to hold your hand and let's go and do this together, because makes you break out of your shell. It makes you understand the variables of the platform, and then it allows you to say, okay, now I'm okay to do this on my own. Now, you know what, now you can let go of my hand. Thank you so much for taking me on this journey. So there are those, you know, various ways that you can do that for yourself.
How would you say, Tink, because I love that you were speaking about that, and how on you can create your visibility. How would you suggest that a person approaches, new like me, approaches using Clubhouse to create that visibility, you know? And how do you prepare yourself before you even, if you're wanting to come onto the platform? How do you prepare yourself for that particularly?
Yeah, I think that also with Clubhouse, it's so amazing that sometimes you don't have a sense of time in Clubhouse, and then you like, oh my gosh, I spent 3 hours on this platform. What's going on here? And so like my husband was at one stage was like, you've spent the whole night on Clubhouse, what's going on? You know, so I was jumping from room to room, you know, doing crazy stuff like that, you know, like because you get so intrigued by, you know, all the various conversations that are happening. And for me, I'm a listener. I know that. That's why Tinku Talks came about, because I love listening to people's experiences. I love sharing in their journeys. And so for me, I can sit in an audience for like a couple of hours and I'll be happy chappy, you know. So so yeah, so that's why Clubhouse was so amazing for me as well. But in order for you to create a visibility, you need to step out of not just being an audience member, you need to be on those stages. Be able to take yourself up on a stage where you feel aligned with the conversation, where you feel aligned with the people that are chatting, and then you are able to break out of any fear factor or any resistance of communication there. One thing I would say with you, Angela, you're a fantastic teacher and you have a lot to offer in like the things that you able to share in Clubhouse. In fact, you can even run your own rooms where you have certain people that are connected with you, and you can do it in safe environments by using other people's clubs if you don't have your own right now. I mean, Jessie said, you know, we have Tinker's Club, we have Universal Portal, I even have a club for travelers, which is called Global Traveler. So if there's a need for you to show up in terms of what your speciality is, then you can find or source a club and speak to those club owners and say, listen, could I run a room in your club? And it's just going to be an hour, and then I can run it there. You can even just open up a room just per se on no club.
Oh, so you do one or the other.
You could do one or the other. The reason why I suggest not on just any room, because firstly, it doesn't create certain kind of attention unless you're inviting people to the room, or now at this point in time, because it's now open and free for all, there's no invite aspect. People can just get onto Clubhouse. There is kind of like certain security issues that you need to be aware of. And so that's the thing, you know, with people not knowing you completely, that's the only aspect that I would say just to be mindful of. But there are such amazing groups, like the I'm a Creator Club is there. We have the True Alignment with Tina. You know, you have Dr. Jill. She has a fantastic following called Everything is Right About You. I love that room. I love that room. And then there's like the Miracle Mondays, which is, Miracle Morning, sorry, which is like another room where they set intentions and they help people to grow themselves spiritually as well as, you know, personally. And so there are really amazing rooms that were formed when it started. and they are
right.
continuing, but not many people know about them because they're new to Clubhouse. And now there are even other rooms that are being created in terms of business and so forth. So if you're looking for even an inspirational room, you know, you have like rooms where people are speaking with Les Brown. I know a room with Deb, Coach Deb, her name is Coach Deb, and Alicia, and they always speaking with Les Brown, and they have amazing rooms, you know, amazing conversations in that room. And these guys are coming on, the influencers are coming on,
Nice.
you know, to spend their time. So you know, you are able to connect with them in that environment. Yeah, so that's my share.
Oh no, I like that. So I just want to make sure that I got it correct, and everyone also out there. So you're saying that it's best for someone new to connect with someone now that Clubhouse is open, because I understand it was like by invite.
Yes.
So now that you can come on to connect with someone that has been there and that is there and is established, and then ask them for, may I have an hour in your room to run, I would like to run this or have this conversation. Awesome. Oh, I love that.
And if you've created a connection with them, like say, you come onto the stages and you've already like spoken in their room, they'll get to know you as well.
Oh,
you know,
that's awesome.
When you start reaching out to them in the back end, in the back channels, then they start, you know, wanting to work with you as well. This is the thing that I've seen many people speak into in Clubhouse. They're like, oh my gosh, you know what? Clubhouse has changed my life because I've never thought I'll be in this space doing what I am right now, creating my course, having all these things. But, you know, I've been able to connect with these people and they are standing here supporting me because many of the times they are moderators in the room and they supporting them, you know, helping them run the room, helping them speak into the conversation. When you are a moderator in the room, you have a responsibility of the room as well. You cannot just come there, pitch up and take a back seat. No, you gotta like be, you know, present, be involved, bring up the rooms, invite people that you know as well into the room so that you can grow the audience so that everybody is able to experience that vibe, that energy in the room. So, you know, that's how it works. It's not about being on your own, really. It's not. It's about a community, creating a community, creating that kind of energy and environment for people. So holding space is really vital in Clubhouse. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's the alluring attraction. Can you explain to everyone the functionality? Because I'm happy that you mentioned about moderators. Can you explain the functionality of moderator and being in the audience, and then what's allotted to both? You know, like, can an audience raise their hand and speak as well? I wasn't sure if you could do that. You can.
Yes. So there is the functionality. I wish I could have actually. Let me see if I can show it to you guys a bit.
Awesome.
Let's see. Okay, so let me go out of here.
Look at the pro. Look at the pro. She's just going.
Love it. Clubhouse 101. I love that. I love the backdrop on your iPad, girl.
Oh, look. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, that's my family. Well, my kids when they were a little smaller, but okay. So if I point correctly, that is icon for Clubhouse. I don't know if you guys can see it clearly.
Yes.
So that's what you're going to be looking for to upload Clubhouse. And then once you upload it and you put all your details, and then this is where you will enter Clubhouse. Okay, so this is like all the rooms in the hallway. So say you entered the events conference area, and now you've got all these rooms, all these doors, and they all have their own little titles, and this is what you're looking at. And then you scroll through these rooms to see where you want to go.
Oh, wow.
And then once you say we're going to go into a room, let's see if we have any of our beautiful friends here. Okay, so Miracle Morning is available. That's the room that I was talking to you about, Miracle Morning. And we're going to go into that room. So you just potential, not my past. What are the things that I need to let go? Okay, I'm just going to put it down because we don't want people to hear them. So here we go. So this is now the room, Miracle Morning. And as you can see, everybody has a little bit of a same profile because it's one sort of community. And so that kind of a community. And then you also speak, well, this happens over time. You know, you can't expect it like first day, but you can have this going forward. And so what happens, this is the stage now. This is where everybody is speaking.
All right.
You can see closer, there's the little green like icons next to people's names. And that's the, oh, they've just ended the room. Okay, let's go into another room. They just ended that room. Okay,
this is interesting. I'm new too. I'm not on Clubhouse yet, so I'm like, ooh, I'm in class. Clubhouse 101.
So this is another room. Okay, they don't have an icon because they just open a general room, and it's called Peace Lovers 7 Chakra Balancing and Healing. That's the name of this room. Okay, and so there's the moderators with the green little icons. So they work the room, and then you have people in the audience that have come up to the stage to speak. They don't have the icons, okay? And then you have there's a little bit of if you look here, oh gosh, they're asking me to come up on the stage. Okay, so yeah, so they have,
That's amazing.
they
I
have
think it's popular.
okay, where you have like people on the stage that know you, so now they'll probably pull you up on the stage and say, come on up. And they have the audience, which is here at the bottom, which maybe they're still getting to know the app and they're getting to know the people in the room. So, you know, so those are the things. Shame, I had to say maybe later. It's okay. Let me leave this room just now. Anyway, so yeah, so that's the thing that, you know, you got to, you'll get used to. And then there's a little hand button, like a little hand on the side of the, once you enter the room, where you can tap on it, and then that raises your hand to say you want to come up and chat. And that's noticed by the moderators. They will then pick you and bring you up onto the stage to chat. You'll have to wait, because sometimes it depends on how the moderators are running the room. Either they call it popcorn style, which is where everybody is able to just unmic depending on who's speaking, but you can unmic at any time to share in the conversation. Or there's the PTR way, which, you know, you go in order, like I did in our room when we did the room.
Yes.
And then there's also a way of where, you know, people will just be able to share in whatever they're thinking, if the moderator is asking a question, and then people who wants to share, they'll unmic and share. So those are certain kinds of ways that they will run a room.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, that was a great tutorial.
I'm like, what? You said, what did you say? Can you repeat all that, please?
The best is when you take a journey in Clubhouse. It's really cool.
Another good tip, I just realized that my button, that my I was muted. So I was telling you, listen to me. So all along when you were scrolling, I was like, oh, I think it's gonna get picked to go up. And then I thought you guys were listening. Seriously, I was just so into it. Amazing. Thank you so much. What?
Right.
And this is the reason why we picked Tink to come on, because Tink has done her work. She's shown up to Clubhouse. She's showing me to show up. I haven't shown up as much lately because I've been working on these projects. But yeah, we're gonna be showing up every Tuesday now. But the other thing that I wanted to ask is that whenever you are on Clubhouse, the other thing is that if you get picked to go up, to shut your mic off, because your mic is going to be super live. So whatever you're doing in the background, it's going to be there, and that sometimes interrupts the conversation, the flow of the conversation. That also, if like, let's say you're like running in the middle of the street with your kids or whatever, and you get picked to go up, if everything is going crazy, they'll bring you back down because of the noise, or you know, so just another etiquette to just be aware. So when you go up to the audio to the top, it's a live conversation. So put your, just as soon as you get picked and you see your little icon to go up, just press the little, there's a little button in the side that has the microphone, so you just press it off so you can go off. And then whenever they call on your name, so then you speak if it's not a popcorn star or popcorn kind of room, so that you can respect the, you know, the rules and all of that good stuff. Because, you know, when you first start, you're like, I don't know what to do. And then you become like, well, hey, what's up? There's people that, hey, what's up? Thank you for picking me. And then you're like, no, boo, this is not it.
Oh my goodness.
There's
learning.
Learning, yeah.
There's a process of picking people as well. Like, you know, they have to have a bio, like your bio must be completed. So like, that's my profile. And then there's like,
right.
must have a good, your bio must be there. Like you'll look at other people's bio, and you can also like get an indication from there and say, okay, this is what I align to, and then put that in your bio. And you must be connected to Instagram, so that you can see that you are a legitimate person, you're not a bot, because there's many bots as well. So a moderator won't just bring people up onto the stage.
If you don't have an Instagram,
First look at their bio and check if they're okay, and then they'll bring them up onto the stage. And yeah, a great as they brought up is, you know, just to keep your mic muted, so that you're not sharing all the glorious details that's happening in your home.
Right.
I love how you said that. Oh my, you know what, everyone? I was so enthralled by just learning about Clubhouse.
Yeah, it's 8:52.
We zing past our cutoff time. But that, I'm so happy for the education.
Yeah, no problem. Before we close, I just want to say thank you so much for having me. Once again, I love being a guest, a special guest.
Always.
But I love joining you guys as well, just to share in conversation. So anytime, please let me know. And then the other side is like, you know what? Join us, guys, on Deanna and Angela now are getting into also Clubhouse. Jessie is Clubhouse. So
newbies.
Yeah.
Right.
It's okay. We're gonna walk you through the process. It's okay.
Hold my hand, please.
We will definitely. And we're having rooms there on Tuesday at 2 p.m. CST and Saturday at 2 p.m. CST. Sorry, Tuesday 2:30 p.m. CST and Saturdays 2 p.m. CST. So join us there. You know, you never know where the journey could happen. And I know Angela is keen on running an event, so perhaps you can run an event on Clubhouse, and it will be really awesome.
It was an awesome experience, everyone. Awesome and amazing experience.
Yeah. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
Yes.
But Tink, I also wanted to give you some more time to talk about your other rooms, you know, promote them here, to let everybody know where they can find you, because you said it's good to connect to people that you know. And now many people know you now and may want to connect you on there and, you know, help them in their Clubhouse journey with an aficionado. So tell them about your other rooms that you have on Clubhouse, Tink.
Oh, sorry, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
So yeah, at the moment on Clubhouse, I'm running Tuesdays and Saturdays. I have 3 clubs, which is Tinku's Club. Tinku's Club is all about, you know, understanding that you are unlimited, and that it's encouraging a world of divine souls to live their life of limitless possibilities. And so we stand for entrepreneurship, for business as well. We understand that there's various aspects of being unlimited. So we speak into various conversations, and that's what Tinku is all about, peace and success. Because if there's no peace, there's no success, guys. There's no success if you don't have peace in yourself.
Wow.
So that's what Tinku is all about. And then we have Universal Portal, which is an amazing community of beautiful souls that have come together. Myself and Jessie have, been standing the foreground for that community. And we like to share and pour into people there. But if you're wanting to run something or you're wanting to show up there, perhaps you want to do live card readings, perhaps you want to have human designs, conversations, perhaps you want to speak into yoni yoga, do whatever it is that you feel is great for you to share to the community, and you wish to perhaps give them an offering of what you can do going forward, you can use that club as well. And because I come from a travel background and I love travel, it's one of my beautiful passions, I have a club called Globe Travelers, where even if you're wanting to perhaps create a retreat kind of conversation, or if you want to have certain kinds of travel conversations that you feel will be great for communities to come together, then we can have it as well in that room. So, but you know what? We are free flow and we are happy to serve. So let us know
I love that.
where we can help you.
Oh man,
I know, I love that. Oh, free flowing and happy to serve. Yes.
I love you. You know that. I don't have to say it.
Yes, I love you all, guys.
Mwah.
Any last words?
Goddesses and goddesses. All of you.
Yes.
I love it.
So any last words, Dee, Jessie, any last words before we close out the show for today?
I would say, because I'm a newbie and this can be it is overwhelming, and so that's why I've been so quiet, because I'm in the audience right now and I'm just just chilling. So what I had to say to myself, and I say to everyone new, is breathe. Allow yourself grace to learn. Don't think that just because you're grown or you're a queen or empress that you cannot be a student. That you cannot have humble and be vulnerable to say that I don't know what you, can you repeat that please? Because I had no idea what you was talking about. So I would say that, because that's why I've been so quiet, guys, because this is like a different language to me, Clubhouse, so yeah, it got a little scary there for a second, but then I was like, breathe, boo, just breathe. And
we got you, babe.
Right.
Look,
So
I let the show just go all the way to the end, because I'm sitting here as a student. Like, whoa. And then when you pulled it out and showed everybody, whoa.
Yes.
Awesome.
They say if you want to go far, go together. So that's the thing.
Right.
Let's hold your hand and let's take you through the journey of Clubhouse. And we're happy to do so, because when you align with somebody like a mentor or somebody to help you through the process, you can do it quicker. You can understand it quicker. So do that for yourself. I know Jessie was supposed to go, but I just wanted to share this. This just is so apt, right? The world needs your unique gifts. Don't leave with them still inside you. I love that.
Wow.
I love
Hold
it.
on.
So apt. So we can eat eggs.
Right. Wow.
Awesome.
Anyway.
We're doing this show divine, guys. So yes,
Always.
the conversations
Always.
are supposed to have. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for joining us live, and whoever's going to join us on the replay later.
Yes.
Please do hashtags replay and let us know if you need help for Clubhouse. Let us know if you need help for lives. I see that on the chat. Love the real conversation that happens, especially for those that are not ready for lives. And when you are ready, my love, and you need a partner to go on, you can reach out to any one of us, and we will guide you to that process of a live. We can have just one of these conversations that we can feel comfortable, have some tea, whether you want to do it here on on Facebook, whether you want to do it on Instagram, whether you want to do it in any platform that you want to do it on. We're here to hold each other's hand for our generation now, for later on, so that we can be better together. We can go farther. And thank you, Tink. Thank you. You know how much I love you. I don't have to verbalize it no more, because you can feel my energy of how grateful I am. And I want to share my tea too, because it is so, that's my last of my share. And when Dee was speaking, I was just like, what? I haven't even looked at my tea yet. And I look at my tea now.
Oh, wow. She's ringing the bell first.
Right.
She's
Mulan
ringing
came
the bell
out.
first.
Yeah, because breath is the voice of your soul.
Oh, wow. Excellent.
Drop it. Drop it.
Yes.
Hold on.
Divine design.
Drop it.
Divine design. Yes.
Yeah.
Even
Awesome.
Yoda has got a mic drop.
Yes.
Yes, Yoda.
Awesome.
Yes, baby.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining us. It is always a pleasure. I thank you, Tink, for bringing your wisdom and teaching us all. And everyone, remember, set your intentions. It's all about the collective, and we are here for you. We will help and guide you through any part of your journey to the best of our ability. And we're always working on ourselves so we can serve you better. Yes, to help you become your authentic self. I love today's show. I cannot wait now, because now that I've started my 21-day fast, I'm going to be on Clubhouse listening to some conscious content. Yes. And now I'm sitting here like, oh, I have to go check out some of those rooms she was talking about, and making that connection. So everyone, connect to Clubhouse, have fun, take it one step at a time, one day at a time, and always remember, if you need help, just ask. A closed mouth does not get fed. Everyone, have a blessed day full of love and light, and we will see you tomorrow for our party.
We're having a party tomorrow. Come and join us, guys.
Yes. Remember, it is Saturday.
Dance, but I'm there.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Awesome. It's amazing. All right, everyone. I trust to see you all tomorrow. Have a blessed day, and peace.
Love you.
Love you.